Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for stopping by. So today is going to be my weekly Shop My Stash and mini review on all the products that I pulled for last week. So this Shop My Stash is going to be different. Normally Pretty Random chooses out everything basically. It's been choosing out everything for the last 6 months. So it's been choosing everything out for me for the last 6 months, Pretty Random, apart from one time when it was my birthday week. I got quite a bit of makeup, so I wanted to obviously play with that, and this is no exception. I want to do a chopping block Shop My Stash for this upcoming week, and I've got an idea of the palettes that I want to use. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. It might be a longer video than normal because we're going all old school, so we're pulling palettes and we're pulling makeup products as well. So yeah, I just want to use all my chopping block items and see which ones I want to keep, which ones I want to declutter. I know there's quite a few eyeshadow palettes that are on the chopping block. Just purely because I've had them a while and I want to see if the formula is still the same. If it's not, then they're going bye-byes. But yeah guys, let's head over to the vanity. I'll show you what I used this past week, and then we'll choose some products for the current rotation. Right, so I did pick out all the products. I took you along with me, but the files, I don't know what's going on with my camera at the moment. I think it's more my laptop actually, the memory on it, but it was over an hour long anyway. So I'll just show you the new products that I pulled in for this upcoming rotation. So this rotation is a chopping block rotation, like I said in the beginning of the intro. I've kept the intro from when I filmed it earlier, so this is kind of editing Andrea talking to you. So yeah, we'll go through this and I'll tell you what I'm keeping in. It's only really Project Pan items that I'm keeping in. So we've got the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, that's staying in. The Makeup Gallery Smoothly Does It. This is on the chopping block, so I pulled this in, and it's the translucent one. It says it's a super soft matte powder for a shine free finish, contains vitamin A. Now I've not really used this that much, came from Poundland originally, so I just want to see if I want to keep it in the collection. We've got an illuminator here that's on the chopping block, so it's the Becca Ignite in the shade Passion, so we'll use that. Foundation wise, we've got a couple here that are on the chopping block. There's this Pure BB Cream Daily All-in-One Blemish Balm, but that's too dark, so I'm gonna mix it with the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. Don't like it guys, I really just don't like it, but together I might like it. And I've also kept in the Primark PS My Perfect Colour Perfect Finish Foundation. That will always stay in until I've finished it up because it's Project Pan, or kind of an unofficial Project Pan. Then I've only got one SPF, so that stays in here as well. So it's the Soleil by Superdrug Factor 30 SPF High Anti-Aging Face Fluid. So that stays in. This Symbiosis London eye cream is staying in as well. I've not used it for quite a while though, because when I last used it, I don't know if it was this or the Glossier stretch concealer that kind of gave me a reaction. I had a red circle under my eye, but just on one of the eyes, not on both. So I need to determine what that was. And then we've got the L'Oreal Pore Refining Primer, that's staying in. That's in an unofficial Project Pan as well. I pulled the L'Oreal Infallible Anti-Fatigue Primer. I don't know if this is going to be on the chopping block, but I thought I'd give it a try. This really is on the chopping block. I put it in a Project Pan, but really it's a chopping block item. I want to use it all up. I wouldn't declutter it just because it costs so much money. So yeah, we're going to be using that as well if we can. We've got the NYX White Basin and the W7 Get Set. They just always stay in there. This concealer is on the chopping block, so we've got the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Rose. I don't like the way this looks on my under eyes. I'm going to try it one more time, and if I don't like it, I'll start using it for an eyelid primer. I've also brought in the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser. I do really like this. It reminds me of what's it called? I had this one in last week. and I really enjoyed using it. The Revolution Fast Base Concealer in C0.5, which is also a brightening one. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. What else did we pull? Was that everything? Yeah, I think that might have been everything. So let's put these back and go to the next drawer down. No, actually there's a powder over here. So we've got the number 7 translucent perfect light loose powder. I thought this would be good for my under eye area because I don't really have any more loose powders for the under eye, so I thought I'd use that for that. We've also got this Chanel bronzer, but this was in last week as well. I've done really well on it, guys. I'll show you. So I've hit baby pan on it. So yeah, I'm going to keep using that just every few days really, because obviously I pulled other bronzers in. Right, second drawer down. So we've got quite a lot going on in here, and I have kept some stuff in. Sorry, some blushes in from last week. So, right, let's talk about them first. So we've got the Tarte Maracuja Cheek Tint. This is definitely a chopping block item. I actually put it in a declutter box quite a while ago, and I've got it out recently just because I'm so into cream blushes at the minute. So this one is in the shade Light Nectar, so we're giving that a second go. Also this, I'm not 100% sure on how I feel about it. It's the Stila Convertible Colour, so it's a lip and cheek duo. So yeah, we're going to be testing that out a little bit more. The other two cream blushes that I had, no, it was just one cream blush, sorry, it was the Flower cream blush in Nectar. I absolutely love, so I put that in the collection, and I've also put the Flower Sweet Pea blush in my collection as well. I love that as well, and the Wet n Wild one's gone back. You're not obviously seeing the items from last week, so if you want to see what I pulled last week, I will leave a link to the card for you to see last week's Shop My Stash. Right, so we're talking about new products now. So I pulled this one in. I used to use this as bronzer, but it is actually a blush. So it's the Kiko Rebel Bouncy blush in 01 Velvety Peach. It's not at all peach, guys. It looks like that. It's more of a bronze shade. But yeah, we're going to try and use that maybe on a day that I don't actually use bronzer. I'm going to just do a swatch now. It's that one there. So I used to use it as a really light bronze, and I've recently, like, I pulled this in today as well. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Shading Stoned Rose, and it's not for a lipstick. I've pulled it in as a cream blush, and it really reminds me of the Flower Beauty one when it's on the cheeks. I don't want to declutter it, so if I blend it in, it gives me the same kind of look that the Flower Beauty one does, only this is a little bit more pigmented. It's just really, really nice and radiant. So in future I'm going to be using that as a cream blush. Another cream blush is this Colourpop in the shade Jellyfish. It's really, really vibrant, so I pulled that in. I've not really used this a lot, but this is a perfect time to use it, with it being the spring and summer months. So let's blend that out. So again, it's another radiant one. Right, this is a blush I'm not sure about, and it could be, I'm not sure about a lot of these. It could be Going, guys, because obviously it's very, very bronzy, very, very shimmery. I mean, that's the shade of it. I think it's far too dark for me. But when you blend it in, I mean, it's just shiny. I might just give this away. So yeah, we're going to try it at least once and I'll see what I feel. And then we've got the Max Factor in the shade Seductive Pink. So these are kind of, I wouldn't say dupes, I'd say they was kind of inspired by the Hourglass ones. And I bought this before I bought my Hourglass. It's a really, really pretty shade, so we're going to be using that as well. And then the bronzer, obviously I'm going to be using my Chanel one, but I've also got this Too Faced one, which I've not used in a hot second. It's the Too Faced Bronze Peach Melting Powder Bronzer, infused with Peach and Sweet Fig Cream, and it's in the shade Toasted Peach. Oh, it still smells lovely. Not used it in such a long time, and that's the shade there. I think that's everything. I've just got a couple of project pan items. I don't think I'm going to get to these this week, but we've got the Too Faced Love Flush in Love Hangover, so that's that one. And then we've got the Nars Orgasm, so that's that one. And the next drawer down is highlighters. I've kept the Benefit cookie in just in case I get fed up of using chopping block items for the entire week. But, sorry about that, I just wanted a wipe just in case I want to swatch any of these highlighters. There's one or two that I do want to swatch. This one has been on the chopping block many times, but I always find a reason to keep it. So it's the Topshop highlighter in Crescent Moon. And I don't know if I like it, guys. I mean, it's like one of those duochromes, so it goes from white to pink. So yeah, we'll be testing that one out. Also this Becca one, I don't think it's the right shade for me, so it's in the shade Opal. It's only a little mini. I've had it ages, so can you see how dark it is? But blended in it might be alright. Blended in it doesn't look too bad. We've also got the e.l.f. Moonlight Pearls. I think I'll be keeping that one. We've got this one, which is on the chopping block as well. So the Revolution Raise the Bar highlight. And again, it's just one of those golden tone highlights that I think are too dark. But when you rub it in, it doesn't seem as dark. And then we've got project pans. So we've got the Soft and Gentle one. We've got the Colourpop in the shade Lunch Money. And we've got this Essence Moonlighter Cushion by CLE. So that's that. And then in the bottom drawer is just my eyebrow products, and there's some lipsticks here and lip oils, so nothing to write home there. And then I pulled the Wet n Wild Colour Icon bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana back out. I had the Revolution one out, the free pan. I put that one back to concentrate on this, and I have tried getting another one of these from Beauty Bay, but they don't seem to sell it at the moment, so I'm waiting for that to come back into stock. I've also pulled the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow palette out. Now a friend gifted me this, and I just want to see if I want to keep it around. And this, I think this one is a glowy bronze. Yeah, that one's a glowy bronzer. So I just want to see how I feel about it. So that's that. And then of course we've got the Revolution Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette. I also pulled out this primer because this is my oldest primer. I just want to see if it's still okay for me to use. So it's a Radiance primer. So we've got quite a few primers to use. And then it's just eyeshadow palettes, guys. So top drawer is, the first one is the I best put it back a little bit. First one is this Lick and Lash Beauty. So this one is a dupe of the Jaclyn Hill one, the first one that she brought out. You can see that I've used this shade quite a lot, but all the other shades I haven't. So I do want to do a look with that. Then we've got this BH Cosmetics. The camera seems crooked. Then we've got this BH Cosmetics Marble Warm Stone palette. I absolutely love this, but I've had it years at this point. This shade here has got to be my favourite. No surprises there, right guys? It's a really nice peach. So that shade, and then I love all the mattes. I love the entire palette. I just want to know if I can keep it. This one here seems quite chunky, but I can't remember if it was chunky when I bought it. If you've got this palette, let me know your thoughts on this shade here. It's like a pink duochrome, and it seems really chunky. If you can see that there on my finger, but it blends out quite nicely. So I want to use that. And then we've got the I Heart Makeup Chocolate Rose Gold, which I also really love, but it's old at this point. I don't know if it's still alright for me to use, and that's why I pulled it. This Revolution and Rachel Leary palette, Goddess on the Go, is new. It's brand new. I've not even used it. you're getting face products, so you're getting a bronzer, a blush and 2 highlighters, and then you're getting 4 shimmers and 5 mattes. So it's not a bad combination of like matte to shimmer ratio, but I don't know if I like these up top here in the middle section. So what I'm going to do is use it, and if I don't like it I'll pass it on. I wasted money really, but I did want to try it, and yeah, we'll be doing that. So that's the first lot of palettes. So that's pretty much my chopping block palettes. And then there's one other chopping block palette in here, and then I've chosen the rest. So this YSL one is also a chopping block one, and even if I don't like it, I don't think I'll be able to bring myself to declutter it, just because it is so darn expensive. So this is the palette maquillage, and that's what it looks like. So you're getting one matte, so you're getting 1 matte and 3 shimmers in there, what it looks like, and then this bright pink blush, and then the cream lipsticks here. So that's what that looks like. I've had it for ages, and I just want to test it out again. This is also a chopping block as well. We all know how I feel about burgundies at this point, and I was saying when I picked it out for this week's rotation I would concentrate more on the reds, because I never use red normally. Normally I would be drawn to this shade here, which is called what exactly? Is it called LA or Dubai? LA, I think. Yeah, normally I'd be drawn to that one, or that one even, but I'm going to use the red tones, just because, you know, I need to push myself out of my comfort zone. I don't know if I want to keep this palette, that might be getting passed on. Then I pulled this one out for the chopping block as well. So we've got quite a lot of chopping block palettes. I'm not too bothered about using these ones up top, they're Makeup Geek, but these ones, like these 6 shades here, have come out of a palette, so I was thinking maybe I can do some kind of rainbow look. So that's that. Then we've got a couple of Colourpop palettes. So I did say, which one would you like to see me use first, and some of you said you would like to see me use this because it's obviously a spring palette. So it's the Colourpop Coast Coral, and that looks like that. It's absolutely beautiful. So that's that one. And then we've also got Little Baby Yoda. So it's the Star Wars Mandalorian The Child palette, which just looks like that. That colour story is absolutely beautiful. I think there's no doubt about it, I'll be using the Colourpop ones first. And I've pulled some Colourpop Super Shocks to go with the palettes as well, so I might even do more looks than I do normally. So I'll show you what I've pulled. So I pulled this one. So this one is in the shade Oon, just as an inner corner highlight, because the Baby Yoda one only has obviously one that you can use, and I might want to mix it up. And let's have a look at the Coast Coral. The Coast Coral doesn't have any like inner corner highlight, so yeah, I think that's ideal. And then I thought about using this shade. So this Colourpop Super Shock is in the shade Lala, so I'm going to be using that with the Coast Coral. And then with the Child palette I'm going to be using Telepathy. So that's that one. And with the Child as well, because it's greens, I might even use this Natasha Denona Chromium with it. I put the Natasha Denona Chromium in there because I want to try and use it at least once a week or once a fortnight, so that when it does finally dry up I don't feel hard done by like I did with the Ciate one. But that's all good. I'm going to try and revive the Ciate one. Somebody told me that contact lens solution does that, and I've got a optician's appointment on Sunday. I had it yesterday, I had it for tomorrow, but I've had to change it. I've had to rejig things about, so I'm going on Sunday now to the optician's. So yeah, I'll be doing that, and I'll probably buy some contact lens solution from there. So now all that I've got to show you is Lippies, guys. Right, so I'm going to just bring this down here. And these are all like chopping block lipsticks, the ones that I don't really like that much. Well, I like them, I don't know. This one I just can't get on board with at all. It might make a nice cream blush because it's that kind of tone. So it's the e.l.f. in the shade Nectar. Now Kelly Gooch really likes this, but I just don't like it. It's not very flattering on me. Same with the YSL one here. It's very, very expensive. Now again, that'll probably make a nice cream blush. That's in the shade 06. Do the wipe and then I can at least swatch these for you. Yeah, let's give them a swatch. Right, I'll start with the e.l.f. one. So on the hand there, it looks real pretty, doesn't it? But I just don't like it when it's on the lips. And the same with this one, this YSL one. I got the wrong shade. That's even lighter and more peachier. And I don't like those kind of tones. So yeah, I might use that as a cream blush eventually. The same with this one. So I might not even have to buy any cream blushes. So yeah, this one is in the shade Truffle. Again, the same with that one. It looks nice on the hand, but on the lips, I don't know, I don't really like it. This one, however, though, is the Tanya Bear in the shade Pink Cocoa. I do really like this one. This one's darker, so that one's deeper, so I like that one. The Charlotte Tilbury one is in Miranda May. It's what I'm wearing today. I do really like that one, so that's staying in for a while longer. Then we've got the Nars in the shade Damage. Don't like this one either. So some of these will be going, but some of them I could use as like cream blushes. That one, so that Nars one is there. This one's staying in another week. It's the Smashbox in the shade Legendary. I did show you last week. I'm not going to swatch it, but that looks like that. I do really like that colour. And then we've got an Essence one in the shade Don't Stop the Nude, which is this one. And this one's really, really dark. So that's that one. So I'm just testing it and seeing what it looks like. And then I've got this Superstay ink crayon here. I do really, really like it. This is the only red I've got, so I've just kept that in. It's not the only red I've got, but it's the only red that was in here. So rather than pull a different one, I kept it in. And yeah, so that's basically what the lipstick holder's looking like for the upcoming rotation. And it's like I said at the end of the last video, what I want to be doing is, I obviously want to use all those palettes. It's going to take me probably 2 or 3 weeks to get through them. So what I'll do next week is just pull face products and we'll just do another chopping block, shop my stash, because I have got quite a few things that are on the chopping block that I need to test and just make a decision once and for all if I want to keep them or declutter them. But yeah, guys, this is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's not as interesting just me showing you the products that I pulled. I'm hoping next week we'll be able to go into the drawers and I'll show you what we're actually pulling. I think it was just the file was too big, so yeah, I couldn't upload it, so I just thought rather than not doing a shop my stash this week, I would do one and just show you the products that I pulled. So thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button down below. I'm currently working on a giveaway and I'd love you to be a part of it. Please like, it really does help out the channel. Share and comment, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.